Hi there, and welcome to day 19, my November challenge, a challenge I came up with to make a video a day to remind myself that I have a gift to share with the world, many talents that I need to let shine, and just to bring some positivity into my life. It's had a ripple effect. Other people are taking on the challenge in their own little way, some making videos, some just standing in front of a mirror. Well, today's video is going to help you no matter what you do, because it's going to help me, and that's why I'm doing it, for me. It just happens to help you too, so cool beans. All right, so morning things. Things you can do in the morning to make your day better. So, previous video, I mentioned making your bed story about like some sergeant military dude giving a speech, and he says if you get up every morning and you make your bed, then you start your day with an accomplishment, right? And then I said that I don't make my bed because I'm really horrible at that and whatever. Well, you need to find other things to do if you can't make your bed and have that morning accomplishment. And then I got looking into all kinds of morning things you can do to make your morning look better. So here are morning things. And of course I made a list because if I don't write down, my brain is mush. It's good to write things down. That's another video in a couple of days because I was tagged in a video that kind of inspired to kind of reiterate some points. All right, but today's video is morning things, so let's do our morning things, okay? And I'm not just talking brush our teeth and wash our face. I'm talking like other morning things. So try to wake up 10 minutes earlier than you need to be up. That extra 10 minutes is gonna be a savior if anything goes wrong. You know, like you have to iron a shirt unexpectedly, or I don't know if you even iron shirts anymore. Sometimes, maybe, I don't know. Maybe something comes up. All of a sudden, the delivery guy comes to your door and you got to sign for a package and it takes 10 minutes because it's like 3 boxes that were shipped to you and they're huge and you got to help them bring them in your house. I don't know. Something gets in the way of your day. You have that extra few minutes, and it never hurts to wake up a little earlier than you need to. When you wake up, there's a really obnoxious sound sometimes we use to wake ourselves up. Get rid of it. You don't want that. That obnoxious noise, not a good way to start your day. So find a pleasant ringtone alarm or something. I don't sleep with my phone, and they just don't sell alarm clocks with pleasant noises. So I just depend on my internal clock to wake up for my regular schedule. If I have to change my schedule and do like the morning show or something, then yeah, definitely sleeping with my phone. But otherwise, I try not to sleep with my phone. But that's a nighttime thing, so that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about morning things. So find that alarm that is a little gentler on the wake up call, because it's gonna help make you feel a little less irritated when you wake up. I guess, I don't know, I'm irritated by the beeping and it's like, oh, I gotta get up and this sucks. But if it's like a gentle, lulling, nice music or something, I'm like, ooh, when I was in high school, I actually used to use the radio part on my alarm and wake up to CKLC 1380 with Chris Michaels. Because it was awesome. I used to fall asleep with it. I don't know if Chris Michaels was the morning guy or evening guy. I don't know. But I just remember Chris Michaels was on a lot when my radio was on. And yeah, I used to use music to wake up to, and I found it a lot more pleasant than the obnoxious beeping option. So definitely do that. Now the next one is really hard for me, because I don't know if y'all saw, if you're friends with me on the Facebook, I did one of those stupid chain things for fun where it's like, ask your husband these questions. So I asked him, and he actually played along. And one of the things that annoys him is how much I'm on my phone. So this is a hard one for a lot of people, because I know a lot of people rely on their phone for so many things, but I also know that one of the first things people do on their phone is not business things. They probably hop on social. Not good first thing in the morning. I am guilty of it. I've been trying to put my phone down more. I'm having some good days where I'm successful. I'm having some days where I'm just shit, and I keep picking it up and I'm like, no, put it back down. It's kind of what was happening last night. That's why I ignored text messages, any DMs and stuff like that. Sorry, I'm just really trying to put down the social. I mean, I know I have to do social for work as well, but like I'm really trying to be off the just social's great in so many ways if you're using it productively and effectively, maybe like making these videos. But if you're just endlessly scrolling looking for entertainment, which I find myself doing, then and to start your day like that, so put the phone down. Just put down. Don't even get to email yet at this point. Like, have your coffee, your breakfast, your five, whatever. I don't know. Make sure that like when you're in the bathroom or whatever and you're in front of the mirror getting dressed and you're checking yourself out in the mirror, whatever, whenever you're in front of a mirror, look at yourself and be honest and just state one thing in your life that you're grateful for. Be like, yo man, I'm grateful for my house that I bought. Like, cool beans on you. You bought a house. You know how many people want to buy a house? I got friends right now that wish they could buy a house and they are not blessed in a position to do so right now. But I was. You know, just have that conversation while you're getting dressed. Do that thing, okay? So it's gonna help and it's gonna make you recognize all your blessings, because a lot of people walk around and have no freaking clue how blessed they really are, myself included. Okay, there are so many great things I have, yet negative Nelly wants to look at all the negative stuff. Like, I have an excellent car, but it's not a cool car. It needs some tinted windows, maybe a paint job to be a cool color. There's like 30 old ladies that drive this car in town, like the exact same color, exact same make, and they're all old. So I'm driving an old person's car. I feel totally uncool, but you know what? I have a car that is really freaking reliable. And I know people that don't have a car that need a car. And I'm sure there's other people out there that I don't know. So rather than focusing on all the things that suck about my car, the fact that it is a car and I'm not a car driver, I'm like an SUV truck person, a Jeep person. Yeah, when Jeep is in your soul and you're driving a little car, seriously. But if you look at the positives, yeah, it's that Jeep is in your soul and you're not driving a Jeep. But I'll drive a Jeep again. You can guarantee it. I just haven't found the Jeep that, you know, is in my soul. So in the meantime, we have this crappy little car that's actually not so crappy. That's actually cost me a lot less money than the Jeeps I've had in my soul in the past. So there's a lot of good things to look at out there. So when you start picking one thing a day to be grateful about, it forces you to see the positive that you probably aren't focusing on if you're like me and you're like negative Nelly and you get stuck on the negative side of things. Stop. You know what? It'll work itself out if you look for solutions and opportunity, and those are positive things. So what does that tell you right there? Ooh, that was a big message. Let that one sink in, Selena. Make sure that you're moving around, doing some at least stretching. Like, I'm not saying go out and do a freaking full yoga routine, okay? Because like between these videos, my cat medication, if I'm cat sitting, if I have to go banking before like 10 o'clock when I go to work, you know, I might not have time. But I don't need to do a whole yoga routine to have movement and exercise in the morning. Simply just going through and stretching your entire body is movement, and it feels damn good to do that before you start moving. Like before you even brush your teeth, before you even go to the bathroom, like sit up in your bed and start stretching. It's wonderful. It's like a mini yoga session. There you go. See, so it's kind of like doing yoga. Maybe you're just not doing all these funky tree poses, but it feels good. So exercise and movement, good way to start your day. I mean, even walking to the mailbox, if you have to walk to the mailbox, or even taking the garbage out, that's still movement, and you're carrying stuff, and just look at it as exercise, okay? Like, I'm not saying every day that you can count it as exercise. I'm just saying as morning movement, these little small acts can count if you're mindful of them. So as you're walking from the garage to the corner to put the garbage out, be mindful of the temperature of the air, the way the air hits your face, the way the air feels when you breathe in, the weight of the garbage can. Is there smell from the garbage? I don't think you want to be mindful of that. So just ignore that one. Skip over that one. But you know, like, are you dragging the garbage can because it has wheels, the sound of it? Just be mindful of that exercise and it will help you feel a little bit better than you did before you took the garbage out. This one's really hard for me. I take a fiber drink every morning that I absolutely love, but I need to incorporate like breakfast because I do skip it, and that is horrible for so many reasons. A, you're not fueling yourself for the day. B, you're not kickstarting your body off with some fuel for it to get functioning properly. And if you're not eating breakfast, we all know that it can lead to other health problems, improper snacking throughout the day, eating a lot of sugar to chase energy, things like that. So I need to try a little harder in this department and maybe have a fiber drink and a banana in the morning even. I mean, it's something, right? Like just even a half a banana. I mean, I had a friend who had Crohn's disease and she had to eat breakfast. Her doctor was on her to eat breakfast, and because they didn't want her to get to the bag part, like she was still in the early stages, and they wanted to really help her, and so they said you got to change your diet, and one thing you got to do is you got to eat breakfast. And so the doctor suggested bananas, and she was like, oh my god, I hate bananas, what the hell? And he's like, no, just like try like a quarter of a banana in the morning, and then like for a week, and then try a half a banana, and then try 3/4 of a banana, and then try the whole banana. And you know what, she freaking loves bananas now, and she has a banana every morning with whatever protein shake or whatever else she has to have or she chooses to have. But that's how she started eating breakfast, and now she's able to actually consume a bit more for breakfast. So I think maybe starting with the banana could be a good idea. So don't skip breakfast. We're gonna try a little harder in that department, aren't we? If you have a long commute, choose music that relaxes you and makes you happy. Now, this is different for everyone because here's the funny thing. People are like, oh, classical music's great for that. Yeah, put on the classical station and watch what happens to me. If it's not Moonlight Sonata or For Elise, guess who's having a little rage inside? Yeah, I have no idea why classical music, if there is not a cartoon playing with it, if there's no friggin' Elmer Fudd and Bugs Bunny and Roadrunner and shit like that going on, that's like distracting my mind from the sound of classical music. I have no idea why, what happened in my life. I think back, like, where the hell did this happen? Because classical music is supposed to be the most relaxing, calming music out there. It's supposed to help you with studying. And you put it on and I don't want to study. I just want to freaking rage. Like, I have no idea what happened, where this trauma comes from, but it is messed up. Like, sometimes, my hubby can put it on the car and I'll try to ignore it. But then there's just certain sounds that come out of that classical music. And I'm like, turn this shit off. I'm going to rage. Like, I've put up with it for half an hour. I'm going to rage now because they've just gotten too much for me. And I know, right? Messed up. So for me, calming music might be some July Talk. Maybe even Rage Against the Machine. Seriously. I'd take that over classical any day for my commute, but my commute is less than 5 minutes. So if you have a longer commute, find something, you know what I like to listen to on long drives? The Vinyl Cafe. Have you ever heard The Vinyl Cafe with Stuart McLean? Oh my God. I love whenever I drive to Kingston, that shit is on and he's telling me stories the whole way. I get stuck in traffic. Who cares, man? I'm being entertained. I'm hearing the best story about something right now. That's my driving thing, but I don't commute long to work. But if you do, find something that doesn't make you rage out, something that keeps you calm, something that doesn't get your blood pumping. You don't want any like high BPM stuff, but just something that makes you feel like, yeah, I can take on the day. That's what you're looking for, okay? And if that's classical music for you, then cool beans, not me. If you have a lot of things to do or even a little things to do, write that shit down somewhere, anywhere. I have resorted to using my phone because people are like, you have a list right on your phone? Yep, still forgetting things, still missing things on the list right there in front of my face. You see, because on a piece of paper, I'm old school tangible, you can put like this store and this store and this store. And when it's not at this store and you need to get a check at this store, you can put an arrow. On the phone, you gotta take it and you gotta put it on the other list, and it's just too much work. I like my pen and paper, personally. So write that shit down or put it in your phone, whatever you do. But write down everything you have to do, the priority list. I'm not talking, I want to do my nails because I just want to, I have no reason. I just want to because it's pretty and it makes me feel good. It's some me time. Me time is important, but usually me time doesn't happen during the work day errand running moments unless you purposely squeeze it in there somehow by taking time off or time out of the errands or work. So I'm talking like the important stuff, like the appointment you absolutely cannot miss, the deadlines, the things you really, really, really want to accomplish today. Like I have to go to the vets today. My kidlet is coming today, so I have to get ready for that. Like there are things that I have to do, I cannot ignore. So that is your priority list. Write that shit down. And then the last thing is that I've got for you for your morning things is, you know, of course your shower, your makeup, whatever you do. I don't do all that stuff too. But before you start your work day, before you get in your car, before you even leave your house, just take a deep breath. Take a couple of deep breaths. Just relax. Get in your car before you start your car. Take a couple deep breaths. Again, just relax. Start your car, get to work. When you get to work and you turn off your car after you've parked, take a few breaths. Just give yourself a moment. Breathe it all out. Then get up, get out of your car, lock it, go into work, and rock your day like only you can. Straighten crowns. Straighten your own crown. Believe in yourself. Be mindful. Smile. No making excuses. No kicking the puppy. All kinds of things you can do. Now you have some things you can do in the morning. All right. That's all I got for you today. I'm sorry the video's a little bit longer, but, you know, I just had a lot to say today. It happens, you know. All right. Have a great day. Bye.